This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Not lock your knees. Hey, good. Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 2. I can't hear. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 9. 1, 2, 3. 10. 1, 2, 3. 11. 1, 2, 3. 12. 1, 2, 3. 13. 1, 2, 3. 14. Down, up, down. 15. Down, up, down. 16. 1, 2, 3. 17. 1, 2, 3. 18. 1, 2, 3. 19. 1, 2, 3. 20. Let's finish it up. Attention. Who? Next exercise, vertical toe touches, vertical toe touches. I want to see you open your toes. I want to see you slapping those tummies. That understood?
Sir, yes, sir!
Take your toes. That's the hoop. Make good. Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 9. 1, 2, 3. 10. 1, 2, 3. 11. 1, 2, 3. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Ready, shake it out.
Sir, more PT, sir! More PT, sir!
You go, George Whalen. Special. Here's your backup, people. They care about you, people. Look at them, people.
Look at them.
Look at them.
They don't care. That's your backup. That's your backup.
They love you. They'd rather be with a sick like Malaysians than with you. Make it on.
Look at them.
Look at them as we do a push-up. Exercise. 1, 2, 3.
1.
1, 2, 3.
2.
1, 2, 3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
4.
1, 2, 3.
5.
1, 2, 3.
6.
1, 2, 3.
7.
1, 2, 3.
8.
1, 2, 3.
9.
Keep your head up.
10.
1, 2, 3.
11.
1, 2, 3.
12.
1, 2, 3.
13.
1, 2, 3.
14.
1, 2, 3.
15.
Set up position. Start position. Move. So you can join us now. That's special. Knees up. Knees up. 1, 2, 3.
1.
Stop. Stop. Terry Gino, I said we would do the opposite up here. That means I don't want you looking at me. Is that understood?
Sir, yes, sir!
Raise your left elbow, go to your right knee. You do the opposite of what they're doing.
Sir, yes, sir!
Stop position. Hoop. Still thinking about Tussie.
He does, that's right. He wants to go back east.
Hey, kiddos. Exercise. 1, 2, 3.
1.
1, 2, 3.
2.
1, 2, 3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
4.
1, 2, 3.
5.
1, 2, 3.
6.
1, 2, 3.
7.
1, 2, 3.
8.
1, 2, 3.
9.
1, 2, 3.
10.
1, 2, 3.
11.
1, 2, 3.
12.
1, 2, 3.
13.
1, 2,
A typical day
1.
of PT.
15.
Hey! The time talent out!
Sir! The Canadian 1! 1 and 2, sir! 2! Not carrying public equipment, sir! 3! Take
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Just getting off of leave of absence. I am going to be working at the station. I am getting ready to go out for my morning jog, and I will jog down to MRPD and go on duty. Got a lot of catching up to do when I get back to work because I haven't really been there for a week. I got to make provisions for the new police clerks that are going to be hired. Look up some things that I've heard that were going on while I was away. Clean up some internal investigations.
That show is amazing. As if.
No, I don't want a prima dos por Espanol.
Nah, probably not going to be doing anything any different than usual. The only thing really special about Easter, in a way, it's with the grandchildren who they live up in New Jersey. I'm living in Florida, so I don't really get to see them on Easter, but I'll probably give them a call today. What cool things do you do on Easter? I can remember when I was a kid,
Talent can just relax around me. I'm totally en rapport.
Easter was so much different than it is now. We used to, every Easter, my parents would dress my sister and I up, Easter clothes. In my collection of photos, I have a whole bunch of photos of me as a kid during Easter wearing the most hideous things. My parents should have probably got locked up for putting me in clothes like that. Always, always wore a hat. And as I look back at it, you know, I don't know why. I don't know why we did it. All we did, they paraded us around a different relative's house. Everybody had their cameras out and taking pictures so that they could haunt us later on in life. Ah, that's pretty cool. Whoa! Asshole?
Holy shit.
Alright, am I gonna get my ass run over again? Yeah, there's a lot of freaking traffic out today.
Hey, Lawrence.
Usually not that bad.
No, definitely not.
Take a chance.
What's wrong with the world?
sure it's a very interesting opportunity for you.
Watch your grabby hands.
In character, I just was doing R&R, but out of character, I was running back and forth to the doctor. I have some major oral surgery that I'm preparing for, and I had to go to the get CT scans and all that kind of stuff on my jaw, and I will be probably going on another leave of absence in a next month, maybe. Not exactly sure when I have to go. Now I have to go to the oral surgeon, but whoa, god damn it. That won't happen until the end of the month. I got to go see the oral surgeon, and then we'll schedule for surgery and whatnot. So
Listen up. Delancey fucking Medulla.
I'm going to be in a lot of pain,
Right?
and I'm probably not going to be able to talk for a while. So at that point, I might not even be in game, or maybe I'll be here and not say anything. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think it'll go well. I should have done it a long time ago, but I kind of zigged when I should have zagged. What happened? And I guess I could tell you. I used to smoke. I started smoking when I was in high school, and I smoked for 30 years or so. And because of that, I got and surprisingly enough, it was after I quit smoking. I quit smoking, and then I got this severe gum disease, and on the one side of my mouth, my teeth started loosening up. You know, I would go to eat something, and I could feel my teeth moving.
Hello.
So I went to the dentist, and they found out that I had major gum problems, to the point that because of smoking, the bones in my gums was actually deteriorating, and that's what was not holding the teeth in.
Lo siento.
So probably the most painful day of my life, I went to the dentist, and they extracted 21 teeth out of my mouth all at the same time. And I had 41. They didn't put me to sleep, which I think they should have, but I had like 40 some needles in my mouth for Novocaine because it hurt so friggin' bad. And anyway, so they took all my teeth out and they gave me dentures. And so far, I've had 3 sets of dentures that they made, and I can't say that they're not making them right. It's just that I just can't. I just can't get used to them, and I wind up. Um, I wind up gagging on them and everything else, and it's such a pain in the ass. So I wind up not wearing them. So I decided to go back to the dentist and get implants. So what they're going to do is they're going to insert 8 posts inside my jaw, and then have implants put attached to the post. So that way it'll be like having my old teeth back again. Not looking forward to the procedure, but um, I'm looking forward to having it back the way it was. Hopefully, I'm hoping that it'll be somewhat back to normal. But if you smoke, don't. That's probably the one thing in life that if I had to do it all over again, I would probably go back and correct that mistake. Well, it doesn't seem like too many things changed around here. They never called it cancer, so I can't really say that. But I guess in a way, it was, since it deteriorated the bone. I don't know. I guess I could really go back and look at paperwork, and it just never concerned me. I just was concerned with what the hell they were doing. And I'll tell you this, I did not like it. It felt like there was a couple teeth that did not want to come out, and it felt like they were standing on my shoulders and prying them out. And it was just one after the other after the other. Oh, great. They're processing somebody downstairs. All right. So, give me a Glock.
Nothing that he has said or I have said could be used in court anyway. All I got was tacos laying on the floor, and that's about it.
Yeah, what they did is they took my teeth out in sections, like they did the upper right, then the upper left, then the lower right, and the lower left. And probably took about 4 hours of sitting in the chair going through this. And they would, they didn't give me the needles all at once. They give me like 5 at a time. As they pulled and I made noise, they break out some more needles. All right, let's go look pretty. Get rid of this stupid hat. Get rid of this.
110. Do we have any units on patrol right now?
138's on patrol. I'm gonna be traffic northbound Strawberry Avenue, lower pillbox. Can I get additional vehicle parked on the sidewalk?
110. Myself and 130 are held up at Mission Road PD right now. We'll be delayed for response. We're in the process. Yeah, we're in the process of processing a DUI individual.
Copy. I'll handle it.
Obviously, 0.0 is what you want to be driving at. If they're anywhere below 0.08, so if it's a 0.07, who's that? Oh, hey, LT.
Hey, doing okay?
I'm all right. How are you? Oh,
Doing good.
That was some Spider-Man stuff. So if it's 0.07 to 0.01, you can charge them for driving under the influence because they're under the influence of alcohol. They're not driving while impaired. The DWI. No, wait, I got that backwards. No, yeah. Driving while intoxicated. 0.08 and above. Hey, you're intoxicated, meaning you are, obviously, yes, you're under the influence of alcohol, but you're intoxicated to the point that you should not be driving. Under the influence, you could be on medication and you can be charged for DUI. So if you're 0.06, for example, that's a DUI, driving under influence. Obviously, this guy's going to be DWI, driving while intoxicated. And then whatever charges that you have, reckless driving or this, that, and the third. However, if you just want to hit him for the DUI, if you had any illegal items on him, hit him with that and then call it a day. Cramsey. Hello? Bunky, can you hear me?
I can.
I can hear you. Sorry, just one second. There's someone yelling at me in the background.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I was listening. So, yeah, driving. He's driving while intoxicated rather than driving. Yeah. Okay.
So, now to administer a PBT, you take out your breathalyzer, put a straw on it, put it up in the air. This is what it would sound like. And then they would blow. And then once they're done, you take the reading and they'll let you know what the BAC is.
Okay, copy that.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just didn't know what the process was in city to do it. Like, yeah.
No, you're good.
I've issued PBTs before, just not here.
You're fine.
Yeah. I'm getting in trouble off the wife. Gotta go pick her up. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do with him. Unless you got the report all done up, and you want to give it to Lieutenant Bunky.
I don't have the report. I haven't done anything.
All right. Go advise him his rights. Get the report started. Annotate everything you had on there. And let's go from there. In case you gotta go. You can at least have his items on there that he needs to get back whenever he, gets out of jail. And then if you want to go on Discordia, type out the report. If somebody's on duty, just have them copy paste it into the actual report incident number.
Okay, copy that. Will do. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, mate. You feeling any better?
And how are you?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, just coming in off of my leave of absence, finally.
Nice.
Can I make a call now? Let me make my call. Sir.
Not the first
mate.
DUI tonight. All right. What's his name?
Off here. You're gonna go
Who
to,
was it? 136. That's out and about.
138.
138. All right. He needed backup. I think Fetz is going to be gone. I'm going to go back him up. All right.
Okay.
As long as I
All right, see you.
Give 'em someone to
110,
pick me up,
138.
All right, mate. Come on, let's
Send it.
I'll be leaving Mission Row time 30 seconds.
You okay to
Copy.
walk?
I'm still on the stop. If you wanna head up my way.
Get out of the police station. I'll give you stuff back. Your boys are gonna come and get you. All right?
A firm, can you send me a GPS with just your call sign
Let's
number?
go.
Copy. I'll send it.
Heavy ass doors.
I've got to go home. My wife's yelling at me. Come on, man, quick.
What was that? Hey, how you doing?
110, show me en route to Strawberry Avenue and Textile City, back up 138. On 10, code 6 on 138's traffic.
Yeah, 130 is gonna be out of service.
All right, that's gotta go.
Show 130 out of service.
Why am I still hearing that friggin' radio? Yeah, they did. Every single one of them. stairs. Lieutenant. Where the hell is that coming from? Come on, chat, help me. Damn it. I don't see anything. It's loudest over here. I thought they could only be done in the car. Alright, so it's on this side. Only other place it could be. Ouch. Oh well, I can't find it. I'm not quite sure I understand your question. Um, what would I prefer, the taser or pepper spray? Is that what you're asking? Um, well, that's kind of hard for me to answer, and I'll tell you why. We did not carry we did not carry tasers. Um, I understand that the department I was with they carry tasers now, and I don't know whether they're doing both. But um, okay, you got to remember, I retired from the department in 2002, so that's quite some time ago. During that time, um, we based our procedures uh, a lot on what other major departments did. Probably the most influential department back then was Los Angeles. So whatever Los Angeles did, we did. And they were usually um, one of the big departments that came up with all the good ideas. Well, back then, you know, um, right before I retired, there was an incident somewhere in California, and I think it might have been Los Angeles proper, but it might have been a suburb of Los Angeles. Anyway, it was definitely in California. And when they first came out with pepper spray, it was alcohol based, and there was an incident where one officer sprayed a guy with pepper spray, and then another guy tased him. And when he did, the alcohol apparently ignited and lit the guy on fire. Now, I don't know how true that is. I don't never saw any press releases on it. However, that's what came from command that this happened and we will not be issuing tasers. So we never got tasers. So I never had the experience to use one. Um, and I should say, while on duty, I did while I was off duty. Uh, but um, yeah, so I never really had the experience. Um, I know pepper spray. There were some people that you could pour a gallon of pepper spray on somebody and it didn't affect them. It used to affect me and a lot of the guys I work with. I can remember one time we had a bar fight and I went and I hit this guy right in the forehead with pepper spray, and the canister I had must have been turbocharged or something because it hit the guy in the forehead and bounced off his forehead and hit my partner right in the face. And boy was he pissed. But yeah, it was either there was really no happy medium. It was either really bad or not effective at all. And I really didn't like to use it unless it was a last resort because I'd get that shit all over my hands and then on my face. And when we went through training, we had to get sprayed with that shit so that we could learn how to function while that shit was burning the hell out of our eyes. And I hated it. And I can remember bitching about, why do we have to do this? Especially after you get shot in the face with it. I says, why do I have to do this? And they said, well, because we want you to know how it feels when you shoot somebody with pepper spray. I says, well, why don't you just take me out back and just take my gun and shoot me and let me know how it feels to shoot me with a gun. You don't do that. So, but I lost that argument. We had to go through that, and I remember when we did back in the early days, we used the PR-24. We had to go through training with that, and that hurt. If you didn't hold that baton right perfectly parallel to your bones and have that, there was a groove that you had to put that in, and if that thing wasn't there and somebody struck you and hit that thing, man, that, if you ever got smacked on the funny bone, just multiply that by 10, and that's what it felt like. So yeah, that wasn't pretty either. All right, let's see. It's up and running. Okay, so 130's out. I don't know about Savage. Got here.
$138 switching to setup.
So, what do you want to watch? I have my split screen. I have orientation, aerobics, obstacle course, defensive tactics, or morning PT. I'll let you choose. And then we'll split screen it. You can watch some of my academy days.
$110 dispatch, main route mission repeating.
Defensive tactics. Okay, we can do that. So, let me give you a little bit of what you're going to see. Defensive tactics. One of our instructors was a black belt instructor. You'll see him. He has red pants on him and a white shirt, and he brought some of his students in to work with us. And You'll see them in their black geese. And then there was this was over a week. This video was made. You'll see a segment in there where we're doing. We had an Aikido instructor come in, all of which were police officers, by the way. The karate guy was a investigator for the prosecutor's office.
No. Is that you, Felix?
It is.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
What's happening?
I got arrested a few times since.
Get out!
Get out, right? Honest.
Not you. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I know.
That must be a mistake.
It was. I got framed for fucking double kidnapping and aggravated as robbery.
No.
Does that sound like me? Yeah.
No, come on. Do you need me to testify in court as a?
I wish I had, because I had to cancel the trial because I had to do something. So I just had to say guilty, you know.
Oh, so you just, yeah. Well,
I really was gonna go to trial. Big time.
Okay. All right. So what can I do for you?
I never got my stuff back.
What kind of stuff?
Phone, money.
All right. Give me your ID.
Really? I thought we were past this.
No, we're never past it. I always take an ID. I take an ID from my mother.
I understand.
Okay, hold on.
$138 back on that.
Been running around with no phone, Felix. It's crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Popularity with no phone. That must drive you crazy.
110
Honestly,
to 10.
Hey, what other cops
8.
got in the city? How many?
Hold on a second. 108.
What's the name of that individual that you have there?
Oh yeah, they took a radio from me.
Last name is Emoticon?
What's happening?
Nothing, why?
Are you selling me?
No, if somebody wanted to know who you were.
Who?
Flowers?
Copy.
Why do you want to know?
I don't know, you didn't tell me.
You would tell me if I'm about to be fucked, wouldn't you?
Probably you're about to be fucked because he's standing right behind you. Why don't you ask him?
What happened?
Don't run.
What happened?
Is your car stolen?
Which one?
Your silver car.
The silver bullet?
Yeah.
That was kind of
No,
funny,
that's
huh?
Has anybody else driven it tonight besides you?
Well, I spawn it in, I call it in, and sometimes I ride around with friends. So maybe.
Maybe. Well, you might want to tell your friends stop doing 161 through the city limits.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, because
I'm not letting my friends ride there anymore.
Right. So just going to give you a heads up here. Even though the vehicle wasn't stopped, there could have been, not sure if the troopers are going to do it or not, but we can put in a seizure warrant to have that vehicle seized and never returned back to you.
Man, I'm nothing without that car.
So it's a pretty awesome looking vehicle. I would hate for you to lose it.
I'd hate myself if I lost that.
So if your friends want to test drive it, there is a racetrack that they can go to. Are you aware of this racetrack?
Is it like the Autobahn?
It's so if you go look at your atlas map, and you go look where the post office is down there in the dock area at the southeast side of the map. There's a yellow emote that looks like a little yellow card called the Nürburgring or some shit like that. However you say it.
Nürburgring.
While you guys are talking, I'm going to run down and get his shit. I'll be right back.
Hey, thank you. Good man.
I have personally never been.
You would let me know if I was getting fucked. What a clown. All right, so as soon as I get this shit, we'll go to defensive tactics. You watch them beat the shit out of us. Phone and a radio. One phone. One radio.
So like Great Ocean Highway, where it become between 4 to 2 lanes, that is 60 miles per hour, right?
Let's say
And then-
hypothetically, sorry to cut you off, but how much leeway would one have?
4.
Let's say I'm going 75. The speed limit's 75. How far over would you be like, hey, let him slide? You know?
So technically, 1 miles per hour over the speed limit, you can still be pulled over for it.
Damn.
Technically, me, I give leeway about 10 miles per hour, unless it's in the city limits.
That's
40
a
is 40.
Because it's
on the
sometimes hard to
interstate,
stay. You know?
Right. If you're going like 83 miles per hour up on the interstate, I'm not going to bet an eye unless you're driving recklessly and overpassing on the shoulder and things like that.
No, me never. That thing sticks to the ground like hot glue.
Well, that's awesome. Well, last thing you wanted to do is stick to the ground like hot glue in possession of the DOJ.
I would not like that.
All right. You have a great night.
Hey,
Okay?
yes, you too.
All right. Sorry to
Happy
interrupt, Bunk.
Easter.
Happy Easter to you, my man.
Was that everything, Felix?
That's everything I can give you. You had lock picks, I can't give you them, and you had
But
dirty
it's a
money, I
hobby.
can't give you that.
It's a hobby, Felix.
I look. I don't write the book. I just have to enforce them. So they say you
I
can't get them back.
understand that. Maybe you should rewrite the book.
I don't know that they would be able to read it if I wrote the book.
Oh. It's unfortunate, Felix. Well, thank you for the fun, at least.
Yeah, well, you got the radio too, right?
Yes.
All right, stay out of trouble, will you?
I'm surprised I got that radio, honestly.
Why?
I thought they would assume it's stolen, which it's not.
Well, they can't keep shit on an assumption. They have to be able to prove it.
Yeah, then, okay. What's the hell with the story with dirty money?
I don't know.
How could they tell?
I don't know. You're asking me
worst.
questions I don't know the answers to.
That's stupid.
Mine is to do or die, not to ask the reason why.
Oh, damn. That's a great rap you got going.
You like that?
Did you make that?
No, I did not. But I like it.
You didn't make that, damn.
No, since you didn't know, I could say yeah, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, I did it.
Sentences never... Nice. Good job, Phil. I never thought you'd rap to me, honestly.
Well, you're special.
Oh yeah, sorry we never got those dancers for you, me and my friend Steve.
Yeah, I didn't think that you would.
It's literally, there's not enough people in the city to do that.
I don't know about that. I could probably accomplish that.
You could not accomplish that, Felix. There's no way.
Okay, so you had 4 guys, and all you had to do is get 4 women, right?
We can't,
So if I went and got 2 women to do that, what would it be worth to you?
You want me to pay you?
Well, yeah. Well, look, we had a deal, you know.
Yeah, but now you're turning it on me. You're gonna get them dancing for me?
Yeah, I'll get some dancing for you, but it's going to cost you. But I'm going to do twice as much as that you would have done. So you would have had to get 1 girl. I'll get 2, and I'll have them dance for you, but it's going to cost you.
So it's gonna.
Yeah, because if I was you, and so you were going to get a tour of the station, right?
Yeah, I still want that. Why can't I have it?
As soon as you know. You
Yeah.
got to come through.
Look at me. You know
We had a
that's
deal.
impossible.
It is not impossible. How
They
hard
think
is
I'm a
that?
creep. They think I'm a creep.
So what?
Like, hey, you want to dance for this police officer? See, they don't like that.
Well, you got to handle it right.
There's no possible way to handle this.
Yeah, you got to go up and say, "Hey, listen, I will give you $5,000 if you dance for this police officer."
Do you know how much debt I'm in?
Well, that's because you go around kidnapping people.
I was innocent.
No,
I
you
could have
you,
proved
you
it too.
but you pled guilty.
I had to because
That's mute point.
I had something in my head going on. It was really unfortunate.
It
timing.
wasn't. It wasn't to go find a girl for Felix, right?
No. I wish I could do that. I tried my hardest, honest. Well, he just went through that door. He walked right
It's
through.
Superman.
Yeah.
No, I mean he opened it.
Keys.
I thought you were a citizen. You just went straight through.
What? We're not, as cops, we're not allowed to dress in regular clothes and lead
Hell
regular
no!
lives.
You're supposed to sleep here, right?
I don't know what to tell you.
You guys don't sleep here?
No. Well, I mean, Bunky does.
I don't sleep here.
Not anymore. You used to.
Yeah, I used
Is
to.
that true?
It is.
Then Ashley showed you what having a life outside the station was like, and you got addicted.
No, actually, I went out and bought a house and had a place to sleep, and then
I saw him at PM
Ashley,
once. He's
then
wearing a
Ashley
baseball
showed
cap.
me. Yeah, I do that occasionally.
Yeah, you're crazy. Oh, he took the badge off. Nice.
I usually don't walk around with it out. I don't like advertising to people whenever I'm off duty. Not that it really helps. Most people recognize me anyway.
The voice, man. The voice gives it away.
No voice in the face. I've had people fucking roll up next to me and they're like, "Oh, Bale, it's you. You pulled me over like 2 hours ago." I'm like, "How the fuck?"
Hey, have you ever
I
pulled
can't
me
tell
over?
people apart when they change clothes. I've dealt with you a couple times actually.
Oh shoot.
You were naked on our roof last night.
Yeah, I can't explain that.
All right,
I
so
don't know, sir.
It just happened.
obviously he doesn't want to watch defensive tactics since he's standing in my lobby, but we'll put it on anyway.
I can't. I don't know what to tell you about the roof thing. Let's just act like it never happened.
I know.
Which was great, you know why? Because that's what people think,
Dirt bike was doing shit it shouldn't have been doing.
Third bike launched me into the stratosphere.
Onto the roof.
I don't know how I didn't die. Yeah, I guess I was meant to be on that roof. I think that's a message that I'm supposed to be a cop. Can you explain the felony? Is kidnapping a felony? There's two of them. So if I kidnap two people, would that be two felonies?
That's two felonies.
Hey, Felix, can you look up how many felonies I have?
He broke his leg too.
Don't you know?
I don't
I
know.
believe the last report that you got on the record was going to be for 2 counts of kidnapping and 2 counts of aggravated robbery.
I was gonna take that to court.
1:38 is gonna be back in service.
I was gonna take it to court, but something in my head happened. It was horrible, unfortunate timing, and I didn't have time to do it.
No court is done on forum, right? It's not something that you're shipped
No.
off to like right then and there.
Because he was reading, he was like, hey, this is going on. I just had to say guilty because it's get an attorney and shit, and I had to kill him.
I mean,
Trust me.
man.
Here's what I was like, you know,
Tell
I'll
you-
wait. I'm in prison 240
Now
months. That's
imagine
all
if
I
they
know.
were like,
Did you have any felonies in your record before then?
I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, he's got 8 altogether.
I got 8?
Yeah, 8 counts.
first,
I can't even get a job at McDonald's.
always,
That doesn't really
once the
affect you.
man
It just
in
means you
this
can't be in
position,
possession of a firearm and
you never
a couple
want
other
the
things.
man
Doesn't affect your employment unless
like
that employment
this.
requires you
He
to be
should
armed
never, at
or
no
have a
point
security clearance.
ever be
Can I ever,
behind
like,
you. Ever.
prove to the
For
state
no
that I can handle a
reason,
gun now?
ever. You always
No,
want the
you
man
can't.
What if I take like a
so that
test?
you can
You're a
visibly
I
felon.
will
see
not
him
shoot
You've
with
got
a
1
gun.
at all
second,
times.
right?
When every one of those
I don't have
guys
a
come out,
second
he's
life.
like, da-da-da-da. As long as they were running
So I'm
around,
not a citizen.
he was like,
You are a citizen, but as
you understand the position
a
that he
citizen
is
with
always
felony
in.
status, your
Number
Second
two,
Amendment
he's
right
not
has been revoked.
running
Just
on the
as
floor, run away.
felons are not
You know,
revoked.
that's what people do. They go,
By
oh, they be trying to work.
culturally,
They
isn't
so
that
worried
right,
about.
That's right.
No, that's not necessarily correct.
That's true.
Which
Okay, well, the voting part depends on the jurisdiction. Now, in New Jersey, for example, once you're done probation or parole, you do get your right to vote back. In the state of Florida, they just had a constitutional amendment that you get your right to vote back, although that's being held up by the state on exactly how that's going to be done, but yeah, they did that. So in many states that you get your right to vote back once you pay all fines and you go through probation or parole and everything's
Instantly. What you want is this leg. Watch this more get protected.
There are 19
Of course I am.
in the U.S. that will restore a felon's voting rights after they have served their incarcerated time and done their parole. Once they're off parole, they in those 19 states they get their voting rights back. I don't know if San Andreas follows that protocol.
I want the supporting hand on the ground.
Who would I vote for, you know?
It's 19 out of 50. I don't know. That's
His
just
hand is up.
Personally, I think you should get your rights to vote back. If you once you, because if not, then why do they call it the Department of Corrections? What the hell are they correcting if they're going to give you a life sentence on that? And or
I'll put this out. Who's this?
You're like this.
It looks like vets.
Go back.
Yeah.
See how much I have to do now in order to get to this life up here?
So with
You want to be down. First instinct is
I don't know about hearing this from me. This is nothing that you told me. This is an assumption because I'm smart sometimes when I like to be. But I know that they've been talking for ages about getting a bail system in place, and if they do that, whenever BMC comes around, they're going to also be doing parole. If we haven't told the person setting it up. In fact, the person at the head of this is highly intelligent. So if the Chief Justice sets up bail and parole, they're probably going to change the laws where felons can possess firearms. You just can't possess a firearm while you're on parole for a set amount of time after you're arrested, like 3 to 7 days.
Do you have a parole officer?
Well, I don't know that any state does that.
Well, no, it's not a thing for states. Like
Normally, in head you'd have to go get a pardon from the governor to carry your firearms.
To have it expunged off your record or be getting a pardon or something like that. But in here, it works differently because the problem that we run into is not valuing the fact that once they get a felony, they lose that right, and it's just a restriction from then on. You can't have a felony at all whatsoever. And a one-time felon loses the want to follow any regulation because the most valuable thing that we had was lost. So I'm all for that being reinstated and felons being able to have guns and stuff as long as they're not on parole, because it brings a certain value back. It isn't just a one and done lost thing.
I definitely agree with that, because that's kind of what happened to me.
Well, I think that they should have some type of pardon, I would say, because usually an expungement only seals the records. It doesn't give you your rights back. But a pardon would give you your rights back. And I think that they should do that after a certain amount of time because that gives you the incentive to be a good citizen. If you're not going to get your rights back, what the hell? Why not? Just go grab a gun and start robbing every place.
It's going to be a thing. Like, they don't need a pardon. It's all still going to be on the record. It's just they get those rights back after they're off.
Well, if it's on the record, how do you enforce that? How does Fetz look and see that he has a felony on the record and he got a gun?
Say I arrested Mr. Emoticon 3 days ago.
Right.
Just for saying.
Okay, and then you charge him with a felony and you revoke his firearms permit.
Yeah, I charge him with a felony, right? And then 3 days later, Fetz picks him up and he's got a gun on him.
Right.
You can look in the reports, and he knows that Bruce's been arrested before, right? He goes and looks at the reports. When was his last arrest? It was 3 days ago. Was it a felony? Yep, they arrested him for, fleeing in the woods. It's a felony. He's on parole. Well, that's 3 days, not 7 days, so he's going to be on parole. Felon in possession of a firearm, or while on probation for fucking whatever the fuck. That's how you keep track of that.
All right, so what you're saying is okay, so yeah, we got that, but so let's say the 7 days go, are you saying that he gets off parole and now he has a right to okay, so every 7 days he's got to spend $5,000 to get another weapons permit. Yeah, but you lost it the first time, so you're gonna have to.
I don't know what we would be doing, like, cause keep in mind, this is going to be happening when the BMC comes around. The weapons permit issuance is probably going to be a completely different thing from what it is now. So we don't know that it's going to be they come here, pay $5,000 and get renewed or whatever it is. It might be something that is they just can't take possession of the firearm. The weapons permit might not even be a thing.
Yeah, but we're making a whole lot of assumptions, right?
Hands out of your pocket. Ready?
Well, it is a whole lot.
Go.
I'm not assuming
Walk away. Walk away.
I'm simply
Go.
making comments about,
Ready?
like, a lot's going to change. The whole world. We don't know that the system that we have now are most likely not going to be the same systems or even the same procedures that we have when we get back up and running.
Well, with that, when you go to beta, you're going to get your rights restored anyway. Everything's getting wiped out.
Release.
Yeah, because this I was playing stupid when I first got here.
Straight wrist lock.
That's not really that big of a deal. We have people that are dedicated criminals like Mr. Hudson. They're going to have 15 minutes for about 8 p.m.
You know what? They need more ways to make
Leave
money.
it out. Check inside me.
I think that's dumb too.
Pull it in.
I really hope so.
Shit. Kick.
Is that everything, Felix, by the way?
Leave it out. I want to see it out.
Yeah, I
Leave
told
it out.
you.
I want to see it
That's all
out.
you can get.
I want it thrust.
I see.
Pull it in.
Go find some chick.
I fucking can't. Bro.
Did you find one for yourself?
No.
Oh my god.
I'm not very good at it.
Oh jeez. Do I need to take you out? Be like Dad taking his son out for birds and the bees conversation? Or what?
I want your guard there to kick out as hard as they can and be at least 8 to 10 inches away from your knee.
You know what to do, right? If you did get a girl.
Felix, I think I got it.
Pull your leg in.
I can
Now
do
when
it.
I say go, you're going to shift and kick at
You
the
think so?
same time.
You ever done it before, or are you a virgin?
Come running in when you're in motion
Yeah,
shifting.
look at me, man. Come on.
People
Yeah, you're a
run
virgin.
into you when you're in motion shifting.
No.
So you're going to shift and break his leg.
What am I supposed to see when I look at you?
Badass.
Yeah, that ain't getting you laid.
What little segments take it?
That's what you think.
Remember, you don't want to be a turtle.
So you didn't give me your number?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Then I'll come back here and you'll show me one day.
All right, I'll see what I can. Uh, yeah,
You gotta show me
I,
the ropes.
I'm gonna hook you up with somebody.
Really?
I am.
Right now?
No, not right now. It's gonna take me a while. You know, Christ, I'm not a magician.
You could have fooled me.
If I was a magician, then you would have disappeared a long time ago.
Oh, wow. That's all you had to say.
Goodbye.
See ya.
No, he is not getting Ashley. He might get Megan. I could probably hook him up with Megan. Okay, so that one's over. We can look at this one this way. This is the only video that I identify myself in. So if you haven't seen this before, you see two pretty girls right there. I am right behind them in the gray suit. That's me.
Damn, who that motherfucker handsome, man? Who that Bunky? Handsome, man.
It is.
What's up, G?
Not too much. What can I do for you?
This guy right here, he's new in town. He wants to get one of them gun license and stuff.
Okay. I need to see your ID, sir.
From these crazy locals. Go ahead, walk it's kind of new, you know what I'm saying, to the city.
Okay, so I need to see your ID, and if you don't know how to do that, you're going to need to take your. There you go. Look at that. He ain't that new. He can do it.
Yeah, you know.
He an OG.
All right. Since you're new, you're probably clean, but I got to check anyway.
Is that a fucking CPR bag on the back?
For sure.
Yeah, see what box blood.
Yeah, see what happened was after the hurricane, you know what I'm saying? Shit got so crazy. You know, I had a little medical condition, so I just keep it with me till I get clear, you know what I'm saying?
Social security number, clearly. Your agency, the county, what your
Just gonna pull that thing out there like that.
I didn't mean to flex my muscle.
Okay, so do you have the $5,000 cash that's required?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to see a door to your right. I'm going to meet you at that door. I'm going to unlock the door. When I unlock the door, you're going to take 2 steps in. Then you're going to turn to your right. You're going to see a wanted poster on the wall. Just face that wall. I'm going to give you a quick pat down, okay?
All right, no problem.
Meet you there. I got you.
Brand new
Come on in.
recruit class. Getting a slight tour and instructions from Juan Acevedo.
Okay, you can put your arms down. Okay, so before we proceed, let me just explain to you, once you get your permit, you cannot open carry in the city. Your weapon has to be concealed when you're in the city limits. You cannot carry a weapon into any public buildings such as the police department, hospitals, or fire stations. You cannot carry a weapon into any establishment that sells alcoholic beverages or promotes gambling. And if you are approached by an officer, you must advise him that you are carrying a weapon right away. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Got you.
Okay, so just follow me.
So I got a question too, sir.
Sure.
So you said I can't carry my weapon in these. Is that I can't open carry, or I just can't carry them in those places? Period.
Okay, when you're in the city limits, the weapon has to be concealed. So it has to be like under your shirt or under a jacket. It can't be seen by the public. When you're in the county, you can strap it to your back. You can put it on a holster. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, but let's say if I already have my license Could I come in a police station with it concealed, or what happens if I
No,
get caught?
no, yeah. Leave when you come into a police station or the hospital. You have to put it in your glove box and lock your car up.
Got you.
Okay, so the door in front of me here. If you'll go in there, you'll see a computer on the desk. You can fill out the form and get your permit right there.
The desk is a 2010 comedy
Computer,
starring
cancel. Stupid Alexa. Let me go back. All set?
Yes, sir. All set.
All right, cool. All right, I'll escort you on out.
Appreciate that.
And you have a
Thank you.
great day.
You too, my guy. All that. All that. Fuck you, mean?
Take goodbye to this, man. You have a good day, man.
All right, take care, buddy.
See, I appreciate you, my guy.
No problem. Have a good one. Look for you in the MDT. Who am I looking? Who am I looking up? Jake Myers. Okay. Is that what you want to see? You don't have a driver's license? Oh, you want to see what items you can get returned. Okay, so you better not have a lot, because if you come in there and I have to go run my ass down there and grab a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, this items returned. So this is everything that you got back. So I would assume that you're not entitled to anything back. Let's go back. Yeah, Bedlam gave you stuff back or something like. Yeah, I think I remember that. All right, let me go out. Where the hell did he go? Mr. Bale.
Yes, Bunky.
So, I'm not sure that I heard correctly. Did you refer to me as a nerd in front of a subordinate?
Refer to you? No.
Didn't you say the nerd in the white shirt? Who's this nerd in the white shirt?
I called you a nerd to you, not to Fets.
In front of Fets, though, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's under directions. That would be unprofessional, correct?
Between the three of us?
Well, it doesn't say that, certain individuals. I'm just saying, just busting your balls a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since you wanted to watch defensive tactics and you bailed on me. No pun intended.
well, you had somebody come up and you saw how long he took over there, so I was like, fuck it, I was bored.
So now you have to go back and watch it.
Now
Now you have to go back and watch it because I already showed it. I showed people getting the shit beat out of them.
Oh hell yeah! I had to go back and watch that.
Yeah, yeah. When I went to the academy, I actually went through the academy twice, which pissed me off. But when I went through the academy the second time, the instructors we went back then. It was 16 weeks. I think it's a hell of a lot longer now, but we went to 16 weeks, and they brought out a video camera on the old VHS format to tell you how long ago that was. And they recorded 2.5 hours of different things that we did during the academy. And at the end of when we graduated, they offered if we wanted to buy a copy of the tape, it was like $10 for the price of the tape. So I got one. And then what I did is I wound up digitizing and I put it into like 15-minute segments so that when I'm doing my body cam thing live, and I'm standing at the friggin' desk doing absolutely nothing, boring the shit out of people that are watching, I could split screen and allow them to watch my academy days, which is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, you'll have to go back and watch that, or sometime when you're watching, just let me know and I'll run it again.
Yeah, I'll do that. By the way, we're neighbors now, in case you didn't know.
We are.
Yeah, I moved. Somebody liked my the interior of my house and the way that me and Ava put it together. And I don't know if I ever told you, but I upgraded my house interior. I did tell you this story actually. I told you I upgraded my house interior, but I didn't like it, and I tried to revert it, and they wouldn't revert it.
Yeah, you did tell me that. And I've seen your interior that I saw is like my main house up in the hills, and then the beach house has the old interior, which cannot be upgraded for some reason or another.
Yeah, see, I like that old interior that's got the the
little kitchen, little living room, yeah, and the 2 bedrooms, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so where's your new house at?
Encino Road.
Okay.
It's actually Poppy and Fetz's place.
Oh, what did they do? Sell that to you?
Yeah. Poppy sold that to me, and she moved up to my place in Toledo.
Oh, cool.
So Ava and I live on Encino now.
Oh yeah, I know where that's at. I was there when they got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my place is just up the road, few doors up, and I think Taylor's up there, and a lot of other people are on that street.
Yeah, I was being told that that block is mostly cops.
Yeah. That's in Ashley's name. That's basically a secondary home for us. We have the other house up in the hills, which has the same interior that you had, which I like because it has the nice scenery. But we're thinking about maybe upgrading from that when the beta comes. And right now, we got some business applications in, so we're looking into that.
Well, you know, you're not gonna be able to sell the house that you get for like 6 months, right?
Right. Yep. I'm aware.
Okay, just making sure.
But I can rent it.
Speaking of selling, that's true. Yeah, not bad. Bank account's not bad right now. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this money right here.
Well, we've been saving up for these businesses. We don't have a clue of how much it's going to cost, but we're pretty much prepared. Since you can't get loans, we, basically need cash, and hopefully we can take them with us. That's what we're counting on. If not, then everything's lost and we got to start all over again.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So what have you been up to?
Well, we spent the last couple of days rearranging the furniture that was in, just essentially refurnishing the house because the way Poppy and Fets had it was not conducive to the flow of the rooms.
Yeah. It's kind of tough to really decorate that the way that it's cut out.
What? You want to come see what me and Ava did?
Yeah, we'll do that sometime.
I mean, I was about to head out back that way. If you want to, drive you out there and then drive it back.
No, not today. I got some catching up. This is my first day back from leave of absence, and I got a lot of catching up. There's been a lot of stuff that went on around here that I got to look into.
I gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. Apparently, I scared the shit out of some people wearing this. Like, I think it was yesterday. I walked in wearing this and my and the do rag that I wear whenever I'm riding to keep my hair out of my face. And someone came running into the fucking locker room with their taser drawn. Like, who the fuck was that? Like, holy shit, do I look like that much of a fucking hoodlum?
Well, yeah.
Nah. I look very respectable.
With your do-rag on?
Yeah, I could go to a business meeting like this. This is actually like the most layers I think I've ever worn.
Yeah, it almost looks like it would be uncomfortable.
Well, it's while I'm when I'm riding my bike, like I wear like thicker stuff. That way, if I fucking wipe out, the vest and that will save me from skinning myself alive. I mean, you've seen the way I normally dress. I've usually got that black button down and a pair of these jeans. Pretty easy shit.
Yeah. Been a long time since I rode.
Well, that was primarily what I did out in Vice. I don't know if I ever told you I was a motorcycle cop out in Vice City. It's like all I did. That's why I spend all the time on the highways I do. It's just running traffic.
Yeah, they should start that up again. I don't know why it's taken so long for them to get the motor guys on the road.
They're not working on the handling file. They keep saying they are working on the handling file, but I've seen those files. Like, it takes 5 minutes to make adjustments, test it, make some more adjustments, test it, and then, they're just not working on it. Said they are, but I've been told that for like the last 7 weeks, and nothing's changed, so I just stopped believing it. because it's
Yeah.
all it is a handling file. It's changing settings and stuff. It would take it would take literally at the most an hour. Realistically, probably only 15 to 20 minutes to make the adjustments, test it, be like, this is fine, and put it in. But what do I know?
Yep. I get it. Well, whatever. They're going to do what they're going to do. I'm going to be putting out my SOPs. I submitted my SOPs over a month ago for approval. And I get, they look good. But I never get the go ahead to post them. So I decided, well, I did not get the approval to post them, so I'm going to post them and I'm going to make them effective. And if they don't like them, they can rescind them. So,
SOPs for what?
uh, media. There was a God. That was like 6 weeks ago. They wanted details on media, what officers can do and what not to do, and I wrote it up, and um, they approved it, but they didn't.
I remember that. Yeah.
They told me to hold off on doing it, and then the other one is that I have a station house SOP, and that's basically I wanted that to get out before they put the new clerks on, so that what can be done, what can't be done, what reports can be issued, and to who. Um, there was a statement that was made about the incident reports are public information. Well, that is true, and it's not true.
It requires a FOIA request.
Well, not necessarily. A victim can get if your house is broken into and you want to get a incident report on it, you can. You want an accident report, you can. If you're the victim of any type of thing, you can get it. So can your attorney. But you have to draw the line if there's a defendant that wants a report and there's witnesses involved, you don't want to necessarily give that person a list of witnesses that they can go and retaliate against. So, you gotta that you might need, maybe court approval or something like that.
Redaction.
So yeah, and the court might have to look at that to see whether there has to be redaction, or maybe they're not entitled to that at all. Although the defense attorney could possibly get that, but I don't think he can release that to his clients. I'm not sure how that goes. But anyway, so on my standpoint, I am not going to allow the clerks to issue stuff unless it's to the victim or to defense attorney. Um, if you're not listed as a victim on that report, or it has nothing to do with you, then you have to come. You better get a court order if you want it.
Yeah, like the prosecution obviously would get those.
Well,
but
see, and that's another thing too. The prosecution should get the stuff. The way I read it, if you make an arrest on a felony and the person pleads not guilty, you have to send your incident report, your body cam, or whatever evidence that you have to the prosecutor. Okay, so they already have that. So if the defense attorney wants discovery, he should go to the prosecutor, and all they got to do is send it.
That's the way it works. That's the way it should
right.
work. We're not supposed to be turn that stuff over.
Right, we shouldn't be doing it. The prosecutor should do it.
Exactly, because the prosecution, it's their job to argue that they're not supposed to get a copy of that, because it would unnecessarily reveal the identities of key witnesses to the person that said statements are against. So that's a decision of the prosecution,
right?
Not for us.
But they have to give it to the defense because it's discoverable, but only to the lawyer. But if there's let's say you had information on something that you do not want to bring up in court because there's a bigger fish to fry, if the prosecution is not going to use that in court, then the defense attorney is not entitled to that. Unless the only way that that would happen is that if that information would benefit the defendant, then you have to give it to them. But other than that, if it doesn't benefit the defendant and it is to fry a bigger fish and they don't intend to open that up in court, then the defense is not entitled to it. But hey, what do I know? I've only seen this shit done for 23 years.
I don't know.
But anyway, I need to learn to keep my mouth shut and just sit there and run the front desk and not tell anybody how to do their job and don't give a shit about whether, I just shake my head. That's the way I need, if I'm going to survive, that's what I need to do.
I don't know, man. That's what I do typically. Unless someone pisses me off, which has been a decent amount as of late, but I think I've been pretty good at holding my tongue.
Yeah,
I
gotta learn that.
Lynn have been phenomenal at getting my temper set off.
Yeah, well, my blood's been boiling too, but then at the end of the day, I think, for what? Why? So I just needed this leave of absence was pretty good for me, I think, just to walk away and stay out of the station for a while. And then yesterday I jogged up here and nobody was around and I saw the front door to Mission Road locked. And I thought, wonder who the hell did that. Probably because they don't like they don't like anybody pushing the button. So if you can't get in to push the button, you don't have to come in here to give them their shit back. But that's going to stop now that I'm back.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it is reasonable to close the lobby whenever no one's able to work the desk.
Well, before I came here, nobody worked the desks, and officers had to come in. And then when I started working the desk, that really enhanced because people knew that they could always come here and get the attention that they needed, get whatever service that they needed. And then that started, it started to be people got pissy when I wasn't here, and that's when I suggested that well maybe we should have clerks. Now they're talking about they only need one or two maybe, but now they're talking about having numerous, and I don't at that point I don't know what I'm going to do. Just stand here like you're standing here right now all day.
Well, be here when needed. But you know how it is. They're gonna we're gonna have this station crawling with clerks like at all fucking hours. At least 18 out of the 24 hours a day for the first week or two. And then, their activity is going to start dropping off because they're starting to do things like off duty or out of the station or they're getting burnt out. And, the numerous clerks that we're going to have is going to be only like one or two other, active clerks, and all the other ones are just either on different personalities or doing other stuff.
I give them 2 weeks because, especially, if they're used to being out and about, they're going to be out and about because they're going to get paid whether they're here or not. And once they learn that, they're going to say, well, why be here? And the other thing is that when they're here, sometimes it gets boring as hell, especially, okay, so like if you come in after the 10 o'clock storm, and I'm talking the Eastern,
prime time.
Right. So at that point, from 10 o'clock to 10:30, everybody that got arrested prior to the storm is walking through that door, and you're just nonstop running up and down the damn steps, grabbing this and grabbing that and grabbing this. At about 11 o'clock, it dies off, and you can stand there for 2 hours and not have one person walk through that door, and that is boring as hell. So they're going to deal with that for I give them 2 weeks and they'll be out of here. Especially the only thing that they can do is they're going to be given gun permits and um, given reports. You don't give reports that much, so it'll basically be firearms permits, which is a lot. I probably during maybe a 2 or 3 hour shift, I probably give 6 or 8 gun permits out,
Mm-hmm.
and I think what that's all about. A lot of it, I think that people go and they make extra characters because the the gangs, and you'll notice that a lot of the people that want permits, they're coming in with a gang member. Hey, my buddy's new to the city and he needs a permit because they can't buy guns, so they get somebody that doesn't have any charges to go buy all their guns for them or whatever. That's what I suspect. I can't prove it, but it just seems like that because God, there's probably I don't know how many gun permits I've given out. Probably it's in the hundreds. I know, maybe even close to 1,000 since I've been here. Um, but anyway, that's all they can do. They're not allowed to give out evidence. Um, they're not allowed down in the evidence, which is the reason why they moved all the safes in the first place. So not going to be a whole lot that they can do. I don't know whether they're going to be able to take reports. I hope so. They get the stolen car reports and the stupid nonsense reports that come in that um, they don't seem to know too much about.
So you heard about the thing that I was trying to work with Callum on, right?
With the lab or something in the back.
Yeah, yeah. They'll be able to help the clerks with returning evidence and stuff whenever they're here.
Are they
Because
gonna
it's going
are
to be
they
one of
gonna
their jobs.
are they gonna be police officers?
Nope.
Well, then they're
They're
not gonna be giving out evidence
why?
because
Why are we going to limit ourselves that way?
they don't want civilians being down there. So if they're not sworn officers, they're not allowed in the evidence room.
Well, I'm going to be having a discussion with Callum about that because I don't know how you're going to have a crime scene technician and a forensic scientist that can't handle evidence
Well,
when that's literally their
first
entire
off,
job
what
is.
I would do is if you want to do it that way, I would have them put a safe in the lab because if you if you're going to take evidence, forensic evidence, and put it down there where other people have access, you're going to have a chain of custody problem, and you'll lose that in court all day long. So that stuff has to be put into the lab and locked in there so that other officers cannot contaminate it.
Hmm. We'll see. Whenever I finally get to have this conversation with Callum, supposed to be talking to him after the Easter weekend.
Yeah, let me
But
know how
that's
that works
part
out
of
for
the
you.
idea
And I'm
is,
saying that sarcastically,
yeah, we'll see.
just like the motorcycle
I'm
thing.
I'm holding hope because I've already got somebody in mind. And she is excited to do it. I'm actually going to be running her through a bunch of training tomorrow on scene processing and stuff like that, so she can come in with a little bit more understanding of working with it police side. She knows all the lab stuff apparently because she's got a college background or something similar, but the crime scene processing and stuff like that is going to take some training.
Well, I understand that um, with beta, a lot of that stuff's going to be um, mechanically available, and
Exactly.
I um, the logistic part of it on the data side, I came up with some really incredible ways of they could do that in the background to make that happen, and that would be awesome if they could implement that.
Hmm.
And what I'm talking about is the, sort of like the gun residue thing. Um,
Yep.
if your character was, like, let's say you had a bank robbery, if your character was in that bank within a certain amount of time, you should be able to get the DNA resident or DNA proof that somebody that person was there, and then you could get a list of suspects. And so now, if that person was arrested, and I'm sure that you're aware of this, that when people get incarcerated, they get DNA samples. So once that DNA was on file, if that person went into the bank, they can come in and check that DNA and get a list of it matches these people that are on file. You could then have a list of people of interest, and that would give MCU some legitimacy instead of just going out and tracking and doing investigations and trying to find whether this person's doing that. They would at that point they can
There's
go and
a
investigate that.
there's a bunch of stuff that's available right now that I know of where you can track like certain pieces of evidence and stuff. So like shell casings from weapons, you can see what was fired, when it was fired. It ejects brass casing and leaves it on the ground. You use a flashlight to look or a camera to look, and you take you know captures of what's there on the ground or um, different things like that. I don't know the exact system that they're going to be using in BMC, but it's stuff that some of it I imagine is stuff I've seen before. But that's literally going to be the one of the bigger parts of her jobs is working with the MCU drives forensic or a crime scene investigations like vehicle out there and canvasses the area, gathers evidence, documents it, catalogs it. The Romeo Papa evidence goes, in the lab, and all the physical evidence gets cataloged and inventoried, and a copy of that inventory sent over to you and then properly filed.
Yep, I get it. But we get back to the motorcycle issue again. It's one thing having it; it's another thing putting it all together. And
Well,
you know,
and there's a fundamental difference in this. With the motorcycles are a cool guy thing that's nice for the people that have them. It's not a huge thing that benefits the entire agency at large. This that we're talking about right now benefits not only the agency as a whole, but also benefits DOJ because we have a better track on evidence and have a wider swath of what we're able to utilize in terms of also, it brings in a bit of more interaction and RP to the scenario. But it affects more than just the people that are, some people that are going to be riding motorcycles and wearing the fancy pants and helmets. It's an agency beneficial thing.
yeah, and I get all that, but it still goes back to you gotta the person that has the control to be able to implement all that stuff into the logistics of the mechanics. If they're
Well,
not interested in doing that, then
I'm
it doesn't get done.
I'm persistent. I'm persistent to the point of being annoying. I've already asked him about it 3 times, once each day, and I'll continue to ask once each day after once Monday rolls around. Because he said we'll talk after Easter weekend, so once a day I ask because that's the way it's got to be. I and not saying that to be mean. I know he's busy and has a lot of things on his mind, so I'll remind him once a day until he finds the time. I'm
Well,
patient.
I wish you all the
It took
success.
me it took me like a bunch of months just to get my lateral transfer over here. I'm patient. But anyway, I think I've talked myself up to the point of wanting to go to sleep now. So
All right.
I
Well,
think I'm gonna do that.
you have a great day.
Hey, you too, Bunky. It was good seeing you.
All righty. Take care. Hey, Gunslinger, thanks for the raid and welcome everybody to the stream. I hope I don't bore the hell out of you. My if anybody follows, let me just thank you right now because my friggin' alert for following is not working and I've been trying to figure out why. Everything else is working though, I think. But yeah, we're just back from a well-deserved leave of absence. It's been great not having to sit behind this desk and deal with it, and I needed to get away for a week, and plus I had some medical issues that we're working on. But thanks again, Gun. I really appreciate it. We're in our first week of affiliation, and I might have said this once before. I don't depend on the money from Twitch or anything like that, and everything that I earn from Twitch is being donated to children's organizations. I have a couple charitable organizations that I enjoy donating to, like St. Jude's Children's Hospital and Shriners and Children of Fallen Officers and Make-A-Wish Foundation. So I've done it with numerous YouTube channels that I had. We had a fishing channel that we donated a lot of money to St. Jude's. And so we're going to continue to do that, as money trickles in or whatever, donations and stuff like that. And I'm not even sure I have the donation set up yet, but that's the goal. And it'll be much more enjoyable than I do not want to have this as a career because I've had 3 careers in my lifetime, and I don't want to work. I don't want a job. I'm here to enjoy myself and enjoy retirement and hope to help other people, especially, children with medical concerns. That's not the same car that was here before. Where the hell did that come from? So, well, while I'm walking around, let me give you a little bit of split screen. We can go, let's do morning PT. This is one of the new ones I just put on. So back a long, 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 long time ago when Gunn was a little boy and I went through the academy, this was
Here we are, another day.
Our morning PT. We used to do
Physical training. you can see in the
We'll run every
distance,
morning.
class is running around
This was our warm-up. We're seeing here.
the track
And then later on, as we
in
progress,
preparation
like a 5-mile run,
for the 2-mile morning run.
Calisthenics. That way
First thing they do when they get on the field, do a very, very, very light jog. As you can see, it has been raining out here. It just stopped. But rain or shine, PT must go on. After they finish doing this light jog, we'll stretch. Then we'll go for a real run. Here they are stretching.
Let's turn this volume down. Some people complain that the video is too loud.
Getting ready for a nice day of physical training. What a way to start our day. You notice instructors do.
Now my head instructor at the academy was previous military. He was an airborne ranger, and he was tough as nails, and he had a Hispanic accent. It was really hard to hear his instructions. So we prayed that we didn't do the wrong thing. But you'll see it in this video. This is great because this here he is chewing a lot of people's asses out. And I often wondered, you know, some of the people that are here at Revival, you know, they get really upset when there's an internal investigation because they get a little bit of pressure behind them.
Here they go. Now they
I'd
picked up their
love
pace.
to see their asses in the academy.
No, have room. They've already went around the campus. Campus consists of all this area here. You can hear them in the background. Through the woods. All these woods. Here. Back into the thicket. There you go around the perimeter of Camden County College in Blackwoods.
The officer up here. Not lock your knees.
I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. I'll be back. You can watch.
One, two, three. One, two, three. Two. I can't hear. Three. One, two, three. Four. One, two, three. Five. One, two, three. Six. One, two, three. Seven. One, two, three. Eight. One, two, three. Nine. One, two, three. 10. One, two, three. 11. One, two, three. 12. One, two, three. 13. One, two, three. 14. Down, up, down. 15. Down, up, down. 16. One, two, three. 17. One, two, three. 18. One, two, three. 19. One, two, three. 20. Position up, attention. Who? Next exercise, vertical toe touches, vertical toe touches. I want to see you open your toes. I want to see you slapping those tummies. Is that understood? Sir, yes, sir. Take your toes. Down position. Move. Hey, good. Exercise. One, two, three. One. One, two, three. Two. One, two, three. Three. One, two, three. Four. One, two, three. Five. One, two, three. Six. One, two, three. Seven. One, two, three. Eight. One, two, three. Nine. One, two, three. 10. 1, 2, 3. 11. 1, 2, 3. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Eddie, shake it out. Sir, more PT, sir. More PT, sir. He goes towards Wayland, right? Stand in mind with the bad back pain, right? On his 2 crooks. One student stole a library book. The other one is raping a lady. Who do you think she's gonna go after? The little wimpy student. Guy looks like Sylvester. Oh, Danbar has a bad back. He can take the bad guy. We would do the opposite up here. Mix it up. Exercise. Hunt, hump, head. 1. Hunt, hump, head. 2. Leg, 1, leg. 3. Hunt, hump, head. 4. Leg, 1, leg. 5. Hunt, hump, head. 6. Hunt, hump, head. 7. Hunt, hump, head. Stop. This is your elbow. Right?
Sir, yes, sir.
Remember from grade school?
Sir, yes,
Right?
sir.
That's your knee. Right?
Sir, yes, sir.
Grade school. All I want you to do. Over. Elbow to knee. Is that understood?
Sir, yes, sir.
Big headed. Exercise. Hunt, hump, head. 1. Hunt, hump, head. 2. Hunt, hump, head. 3. Hunt, hump, head. 4. Hunt, hump, head. 5. Hunt, hump, head. 6. Hunt, hump, head. 7. Hunt, hump, head. 8. Hunt, hump, head. 9. Hunt, hump, head. 10. Ready? Check it out.
Sir, more PT, sir. More PT, sir.
Right. What? Sit up. Sit up. You got the repetition. Repetition. Who? Perry. Where's Colt?
Sir, over here, sir.
Sir, you do me a favor. You step on Colt's feet. He's got Reliance underwear on. He can't do a sit-up. Coach, where you at? They restrict
Sir, over here, sir.
They restrict his abdominal muscles.
Sir, a little bit, sir.
Hunt, hump, head.
1.
Hunt, hump, head.
2.
Hunt, hump, head.
3.
Hunt, hump, head.
4.
Hunt, hump, head.
5.
Hunt, hump, head.
6.
Hunt, hump, head.
7.
Hunt, hump, head.
8.
Hunt, hump, head.
9.
Hunt, hump, head.
10.
Hunt, hump, head.
11.
Hunt, hump, head.
12.
Hunt, hump, head.
13.
Hunt, hump, head.
14.
Hunt, hump, head.
15.
Hunt, hump, head.
16.
Hunt, hump, head.
17.
Hunt, hump, head.
18.
Hunt, hump, head.
19.
Hunt, hump, head.
20.
He's up. No, so over here, heartless person right here.
We'll get the heartless
The
person.
heartless person over here.
What's your problem today, Waylon? You gonna make it?
Sir, yes, sir.
You don't sound like it. You gonna make it?
Sound like it.
You gonna make it?
Yes, sir.
All of a sudden you lost your voice.
She doesn't even come in a position of attention.
All of a sudden she lost her voice.
You're the dirtbag. Exercise, be stomach crunches, stomach crunches. Start position, move.
You were daydreaming of it.
I was actually going to get a cup of coffee.
I see a bunch of pretty faces looking
What can I do for you?
Would like to inquire on a firearm license, sir.
Can I have your ID?
Yes,
Your
sir.
chest is starting to come back down. Big head, exercise. Hunt, hump, head.
1.
Hunt, hump, head.
2.
Hunt, hump, head.
3.
All right, 1 second.
Hump, head.
4.
Hunt, hump, head.
5.
Hunt, hump, head.
that hooch, his hand's been up this high.
He's practicing for the call.
Your hands can't touch the ground and slide up like everybody else, or you're special. You're special. Slide your hands along the ground.
Come on here, Terragino. You're special.
Oh, that's right. You were in the courier post, so you're special.
Sir, yes, sir.
You're special. Right?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Look at the smile on his face.
Yeah, it's funny, because I'm having fun watching you mess up my class.
Alright. You got the little leg upside his head. Little leg goes up at the side. Everybody! Everybody look up Terragino. Look at him. Look at him. It's a special. He's your special.
Okay, so there's actually
push
two
up.
IDs with the same name.
No,
The
Tarantino,
one
you're
that you want the
special.
permit
Why
on,
don't you
so the
watch
one
him?
that you have the driver's
Well,
license.
Tarantino, you can get up.
license,
You
and all
watch
that.
him. Yeah, it's funny.
Yes, I have no idea what picture it is. I have no idea. That's the one that I put the driver's license and that on. Yes, that's the correct one.
Okay.
Here's your backup.
Yeah, you might want to contact Federal and check to see whether you do have two and tell them to
They don't
delete the
care.
one
That's your backup.
so that you
That's
don't
your
have to
backup.
Yeah, I get you. I'll contact
Look
Federal.
at him.
Okay, so let me just advise you before we go in the back that once you get your permit, you cannot open carry within the city. Your weapon must be concealed at all times when you're in the city limits. You cannot carry a weapon into any government buildings such as the police department, the hospital, fire stations, etc. You cannot carry a weapon into any establishment that sells alcoholic beverages or promotes gambling. And if you are approached by a police officer, you must advise him that you are carrying a weapon right away. Do you understand all that?
I do understand all the laws, sir.
Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to see a door to your right. I'm going to meet you at that door. Once I open the door, you're going to take 2 steps in and you are going to turn right and face the poster or the wall. I'm going to give you a quick back down and then we'll proceed.
Province is reliance on the
100%.
restricting his muscle ability. His abdominal muscles are restricted to his reliance. It all started back when he wore his zebra. I had a zebra underwear. Never do a sit-up ever since. Hey, get on! Exercise!
Okay, come on in.
One! Stop! Terragino, I said we would do the opposite up here. That means I don't want you looking at me.
Only thing I have on is a baseball bat. Obviously, driving the buses with locals kind of get all hairy on a
Do the opposite
person.
what they're doing. Sir, yes,
Okay.
sir! Stop position, hoop! Still thinking about Tessie.
Okay, all clear. Do you have the $5,000 cash that's required?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, great. Follow me.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Inside the door, you'll see a computer on the desk. You can go up to the computer, you can fill out the forms, and you can purchase your permit right there at the computer.
100%.
A typical day of PT.
He's up! Gucci! Yes, sir! Two! In your nose, out your mouth.
All set?
In your nose, out your mouth.
I'm sure I think so. Let me see if it's showing up.
Push up position. Move!
Looks good to me. Okay. With that, I'll escort you on in.
Almost. Maybe one more time.
Sit up position. Move! Push up position. Move!
Have a great,
Oh, I
have a
think
great
we
day.
got it.
You too, sir.
Exercise. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight out your back. 9, 10. Switch it up with 10. And hoop. Ready, shake it out.
Sir, PT, sir, PT.
That's right. Break your neck.
Yeah, that
Break
was
your
on
neck.
film. That was great.
Break your neck.
Platoon leader.
Take charge. All right. 20 minutes. All right. Stop. Let's turn up really quick. All right. This is 25 up. Time is enough.
Where the hell did everybody go?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, yes, sir.
Just a question.
Yeah.
The gun range, the only one where
Sir,
we
yes,
can
sir.
use where you won't be alerted.
And that's PT for the
I know
day.
there is one.
Hey.
I know that you can't go to any gun range.
Platoon leader will take it.
Yeah, I think it's the one down by the docks. Hold on, let me get you the right location.
You had 20 minutes. You will be in formation at 20 till. Fire! I don't want to hear anything, people. I want to see a better attitude. Check tomorrow's out of the start.
It's the one by Popular Street.
Okay, yeah, I'll see that one.
Yeah, it's down in the southeastern quadrant of the state.
It's the one closest to the docks.
Yep.
100%. Thank you, sir.
Okay, have a good one. I guess that's right. Hmm. Who the hell's that? Well, since I'm the only one here, I guess I'll go in and practice too. I remember one day, somebody came in the range and was shooting up. And the locals got all pissed off and came in the lobby and started shooting everybody up in the lobby. hell are them bullets going? Let's try here where I can see. A little high. Sights are off. Man, sights are way the hell off. Close enough, but still off. So I closed out a couple internal affairs investigations that I had. Which I really didn't think that they should come to me anyway, but in both cases, one of the individuals resigned and the other individual got terminated. So neither one of them I have to worry about. There's another one that's an older one. That I basically did all the investigation that I can do on that. I just need to chew people's asses out. I think that's just as far as that's going to go, because they took a whole bunch of evidence and put it in the locker and didn't write one damn report about it. And I don't think there was another one. I think initialized. Let me check. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can close that one out too. somebody's complaining about one of our officers racing around with a prisoner in the car on his way back to Mission Row doing 80 miles an hour through the city. And it was a judge that complained, and I don't really need to deal with that, so I just turned that over to Lieutenant Kelly to deal with. So as soon as he acknowledges that, I'll close that out, be done with that. And that, since I'm the only one here, somebody didn't put their car away, I'll take care of that. Well, at least they locked it. Piece of shit Vic. I don't see no mark on the wall. No, I am not going out on patrol. DOT will be replacing every friggin' telephone pole, street light. Because I won't miss a one of them. I don't drive very good. I am doing better now that I hooked up the controller. It's made life a little bit easier on me. See who's in the city. Left, not many people. Usually there's not at this time. You would think that they could get an emergency generator to pop the lights on when the storm's coming. See what the hell we're doing. Alright, so I guess I will go off for a while. I'm not going to come right back after the storm, but I'll be back. I'm going to have some breakfast and then take my medicine, and I'll come back probably in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. I appreciate everybody that's here. Thanks again, Gunn. I know you probably went to bed, but thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Anybody that followed, again, my alert is not working. But I do appreciate, I see that I did get some followers from the raid. I want to thank each and every one of you, and hopefully you'll come back and join me again. So I'll be back in about maybe 45 minutes or so. Hopefully there'll be some more people in, more cops on the street, so I have something to do. But we'll be back. Thanks for stopping by. And I do have a flashlight, I know, but it's such a pain in the ass to pull out. I'm pretty familiar with the station, so I can feel my way through. Alright, so we'll close out with the be right back screen with the major inspection, and then I'll be back.
Today, the recruits are getting ready for a major inspection. They're helping each other, they're checking each other.
Here we go, and everybody pitch in and help out.
And yes, for those that are wondering, that is me standing in the front of the screen.
Good morning.
Come on, people, let's get in the formation so we can start checking each other out.
Alright, see you later, chat.
Let's attend test!
Major inspection.
Hand, mouth, feet. Faces forward, huh? Mouth, feet. Looks right, good. Ready? Hunt. Oh, ranks. Hunt. All hitters, check your squads. Sir, class 4 prepare for inspection, sir. Two, parade, red. Second, third squad, parade, red. Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, I'm with the Kent County Sheriff's Department, sir. Sir, yes I do, sir! Sir! Second deadly error is, sir! Sir, Stratford Police, sir! Sir, yes, sir! Sir, my boundaries are Somerdale, Hinoa, Laurel Springs, Linamore, and Gloucester Township, sir! Sir, Chief Jack Joyce, sir! Sir, good morning, sir! Sir, yes, sir! Sir, the sheriff is William J. Simon, sir! Sir, yes, sir! Sir, we transport prisoners. We
maintain the correction facilities. We run the courts. We take ID bureaus. Sir, the 5th deadly error is relaxing too soon, sir! Sir, good morning, sir! Sir, yes, sir! Sir, Chief Richard Dunn Sr., sir! Sir, yes, sir! Sir, yes, sir! Morning, sir! Sir, no, sir! Haddon Heights! Audubon! Barrington! Lawnside! And Cherry Hill, sir! Sir, Chief Civil, sir! Sir, some of the main goals of office, sir, are filing complaints and prosecuting criminal offenders, sir! Chief of our office is Chief Grady, sir! Sir, no, sir!
Sir, some of the duties are filing complaints, sir!
Sir!
And arresting criminal offenders, sir! Sir, the 5th daily error is relaxing too soon, sir!
Sir, morning, sir! Sir, yes, sir! Sir, SIU, sir! Sir! Number 3, sir! Not... Pardon me, sir! Sir, number 3, sir! Not taking proper position, sir! Sir, that would mean...
Peters is Chief Grady, sir!
Sir, good morning, sir! Sir, yes, sir!
10 daily errors. Give me number...
Sir, the 3rd deadly error is... taking a poor position, sir! Sir, number 4! Not watching the danger signal, sir! Sir, number 5! Relaxing too soon, sir! Sir, number 6! Poor search, sir!
Flag detail, get the flag. Right, hey! Temper 2, hold it up. Go left, roll down, hold. Left, go left, hot, cannon! Go left, hot, cannon! Go left, go left.
The class is going to put up the flag.
Here we go again! Here we go again! Same old thing again! Same old thing again! Brothers, recover! Marching down the avenue! Marching down the avenue!
Turn left! March! Turn left! March!
classes in formation. I put up the flag on campus to start the day.
With my sneakers in my hand! With my sneakers in my hand! I'm gonna be a running man! I'm gonna be a running man!
Today, the recruits are getting ready for a